Yo, what up, Sharks? I'm Aaron Ross.
And I'm Sonia Richards-Ross, and we are so excited to be here. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, I'm never so nervous. Okay.
You good, baby?
All right, let's do it.
You ready?
Yes.
Let's get it. We're here seeking $100,000 for 10% of our company.
Now, Sharks, as athletes with our own unique style, swag, and flair, we always knew when you look good,
you play good.
So if we wanted to continue winning as a family, we needed to
coordinate.
So we created Coordinates, a pajama and loungewear company that elevates everyday moments into lasting memories.
And as a dad, I love when my family coordinates because everybody knows that's my crew.
And we want you to be proud to show up with your crew too, especially at the most wonderful time of the year.
Christmas.
Now, Sharks, we know you see it, but our Christmas collection puts the cool in Christmas.
By bringing the swag to Santa.
And Coordinates isn't just about the holidays. We've done some really cool collaborations too. With the Olympics coming back to the U.S., our Team USA collection will have you beaming with pride. So, Sharks, who's ready to coordinate with us and join our movement of matching?
We are back. I am Dave, 10-year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from patents, trademarks, copyrights, as well as trade secrets. And this is an interesting, I apologize for my voice in advance. I actually just got off the plane from Atlanta. I was down there over the past weekend, kind of taking care of some things. And some of the voice was a little bit hoarse, but I'm here and I'm here and I'm giving you guys, other, Shark Tank pitches for this past week. This is actually a pretty interesting one because if you don't know, Sonia Richards-Ross actually is an Olympian champion. I think she was either in the 200. I know it was one of the sprinter races. I'm not sure if it was the 100, 200, or the 400, but she was a long-time Olympian on the track and field side of things. And her husband is actually a former NFL player. I know he at least played with the New York Giants. I think is a DB, maybe a safety. So this is actually a athletic family here. So it's cool to see some former professional athletes on the football side as well as on the track side start a business and again try to find funding for the business. So that's I think that's pretty cool. Now, getting down to the nitty gritty, again, only $1 million, what, 100,000 for 10% of it. So it's only $1 million. It'll be interesting. And I'm pretty sure the Sharks will kind of bring things up as far as kind of the seasonality of it. Obviously I'm not a big fan of kind of seasonal products, and some seasonal products do a lot better than others. I know with the rig strips, I think, which, hopefully we get them on a podcast here soon. We've been in talks about trying to do something. They talk about how 75 to 80% of the sales were during that Christmas season where people were getting this stuff as gifts and whatnot, and they were still making millions of dollars. Now, these, again, we all know that, at least in the African-American community, we all like to color coordinate, which I think is a fine name for their company, Coordinate. We like to color coordinate on Christmas time, on a very actual Christmas day. So, it's pretty interesting. Like I said, this is definitely a seasonal product. She said something about doing something with the USA Olympics when it comes back here to the States here, I think, in 2028 or whatnot. And for those of you who don't know, USA Olympics, they have a number of trademarks on their kind of, the Olympics, the ring, so forth and so on, which you have to be able to get a license for. So it seems like with her kind of being a former Olympian, she was able to get maybe a plug to get that trademark from the USA Olympic Committee, get it, to be able to use it on her products with Coordinate. So that's pretty cool. But other than that, I would like to see maybe do they have a little bit more options to do this thing outside of the actual just the Christmas holiday. So I'm sure the Sharks maybe will ask them that. That's some of my, I guess, thoughts here at the beginning. The three things that I typically look for, plus the bonus one, is how simple is it? Again, it's pajamas. It seems like for Christmas time, so pretty straightforward. How effective is it? I guess we'll see based on the sales. What's the market looking like? We all know it's a kind of a crowded market, especially for the Christmas time. We were talking about pajamas and shirts, sweatshirts, things like that. And then a fourth one is, are they protecting their intellectual property? And I'll kind of, as they're doing this pitch, I'll try to go on a test database and see if they have a trademark Coordinates, at least for clothing and apparel and things like that. So we'll see if they're protecting their IP. And to the extent that you have all four of those, in order in terms of how a simple product, effective product, a product that, the market is there for it, and then you have the IP protected, you have a chance to have, essentially a rocket ship. But to the extent that you don't, that doesn't necessarily mean that all is lost. You can still make a ton of money. And when I say a ton of money, I'm talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, if not millions of dollars, based on still having things in order, but just kind of building that following up. So again, those are some of my initial thoughts. Let me know, to the extent that you guys have or purchased the Coordinates pajamas from Coordinates. Let me know in the comment section. How do you like it? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I love when you guys kind of comment on these videos when you're talking about the product and whether or not you had it or whether or not you tried it out, whatever the case may be. So I love that kind of interaction and with the community, and that's really the part of the community, to be able to kind of rely on one another and give some feedback based on one another, based on the product and whether you like the product or not like the product, or just kind of things to be on the lookout for with the company. So those are some of my initial thoughts. Let's get back to the video and see what the Sharks think about this one. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. I can already tell. We got some professional athletes, so shout out to them. Let's go.
Beautiful.
Good job. Good job.
That is one cute baby.
It is.
Thank you, guys.
All right.
Sonia, is that your whole family there?
That is. So that was my mom and our 2 boys and my husband's mom. So
Wow.
the grandmas and the babies. Yeah.
Beautiful.
I recognize you from football,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
And you went to UT, right?
UT.
Yeah, okay.
How do you know that?
Because I live in Dallas, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes,
Oh,
you
man.
guys tell us your stories.
Awesome. I was born in Kingston, Jamaica, where track and field is the most popular sport. By the time I was 9, I told my teacher I would be an Olympic champion. Well, after a lot of hard work and dedication in London, I finally ran into my fairy tale ending when I won my Olympic gold medal at 400 meters and my 4th and now I am a loving wife, I am a mom, and of course an entrepreneur working on the most important project with my husband, Coordinates.
How long did it take you to do the 400?
I'm the American record holder, so my time is 48.7 seconds.
Wow.
It's insane. It's insane.
So for me, I grew up in Texas, and if you know anything about Texas, football is king.
It's everything, yeah.
Balled out, got a scholarship to go to the University of Texas, and I met my wife. Junior year, we won a national championship.
That's the Vince Young game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Vince Young and
The
Aaron
great-
Ross game. Yeah.
Senior year, won the Jim Thorpe Award, which is given to the best defensive back in all of college football. The next year, got drafted first round to the New York Giants, won 2 Super Bowls with them. And now I'm a proud family man.
What a story.
So let's get this straight. The kids can say, my parents have 2 Super Bowl rings and a gold medal at the Olympics.
4 gold medals. 4 gold medals.
Underachievers. All right, so let's get to this. So this is actually, I just felt it a little bit, very, very nice quality.
Thank you.
And this is how you're selling it. And the concept is for the family to match, or?
Yes, I love coordinating my family.
I mean,
Since I
since
met him in college,
freshman year.
we've been always matching. And so for me,
Wait. Since freshman year,
Since
you would walk
freshman
around
year.
campus matching?
I just
Yeah.
always feel like it's a really nice experience when people know that we're together.
You had to get killed.
Oh, yo,
I
man.
can see you going to
Ross
practice.
Ross
I
It's
wasn't
at
with it at
first.
What
first.
you doing, man? What you
I
doing?
used to fight with it every time.
No, why he did it? Because he'd be the
pictures.
first one to be like, let me see the pictures. Like he
pictures were
loved,
nice.
especially when the family came about. And so for
Yeah.
us, it's more about helping families create, memorable moments.
So I don't know if you know this, but I invested in what is now a big pajama company, Tipsy Elves.
Yes,
We're
yes.
doing many, many hundreds of millions. I love fun stuff. People buy this stuff.
Yeah. Mhm.
How do I order this? Is this an all online?
Yeah, so right now we're currently all online. We launched with our Christmas collection last year and we sold out right away. Like you said, people love the Christmas collection, so they went online and bought it.
What are your sales?
25,000 in 1 month.
1 month.
This is our second collection, which was the USA set, and we had it for 3 months, and we made 55,000
This year.
This year.
This year.
Mm-hmm.
What do they cost? What you're wearing? What do you sell that for?
This is a set, and it's 89.
What does it
What
cost
does it
you
cost
to
you to
make?
make?
This
Really not a bad
$27.
price at all.
Yeah.
And that's gonna go down as our quantity goes up.
Sonia, how did you get the license for the Olympics?
We knew we didn't want it to be a seasonal collection, right? We didn't want to just focus on Christmas. I called up the CEO of USA Track and Field. He put me in touch with the USOC, and I charmed him like we're doing today.
And are you the
Good for you.
exclusive?
We're the exclusive pajama and loungewear partners of Team USA
Through 28.
through 28.
This is massive that you were able to do that.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Sonia, I'm not clear. What is the brand? Like when I invested in Tipsy Elves,
Yeah,
it was just ugly Christmas sweaters, but
Right.
the brand was fun.
yes,
So we've been able to take super fun, cool
Yeah.
right.
into pajamas, into
Yes.
ski wear.
Yes.
Right.
When I see this, what do you want me to think?
I want you to think about creating lasting memories with your families.
Coordinates is a tough name, right? Because it can mean 1,000 things. I think to Robert's point, with Tipsy L's, is kind of fun.
Okay.
Like with Yoyoyo, like if you can get that trademark, it should be
Yoyoyo is it right
clothes
there.
or Yoyoyo.
Well, when I think of coordinates, it's coordinating your family. So a lot of times you're coordinating events.
But you have to always explain that, though, right? You never want to have to explain your name to make sure it connects to people. But if it was like Yoyoyo loungewear or clothing or family wear or
That's
whatever.
why we're here.
Yeah.
So, look, I'm really impressed. We've never had this much gold.
Right?
Hardware.
Yeah, and hardware on the carpet. This is
Hey, beforehand, again, that's why we do these videos. Hey, Mark gave him some gold advice. The coordinates, I actually just looked it up or just tried to look up coordinates on the test database. It doesn't appear that they have a trademark for it, which is a good thing because as Mark pointed out, I love Yoyoyo way better than coordinates. Similar to the Tipsy thing, where it's like, okay, this is kind of fun, Christmassy. I didn't realize that they're doing hundreds of millions of dollars a year just on Christmas sweaters and things like that. So this goes to show you that even if it now, obviously they're trying to come into that space, so it's going to be some type of a competition there. But the market is there, especially Christmas time here in America, man. We buy a ton of things. Maybe some justified, maybe some not so justified. It seems like at least they're creating memories, which is different from. It seems like what Tipsy's is doing. I was kind of on their website looking, and they have more of the sweaters, and they have some pajamas or whatnot, but they're kind of single items as opposed to this whole family thing. So again, they may have something. Sonya, to the extent that you guys see this, hit me up. I'm an attorney. I can get that Yoyoyo trademark for this, and I would definitely look to do that. I think that from a brand standpoint, that's it. That's it right there. So let me know what you guys think in the comments. Do you think Yoyoyo is it? Because I thought that advice, Mark, hey, we're on the same page with that. I think that is golden. I think that is golden. So good advice from Mark, man. Look at Mark knowing something about the trademark. Let's get back to it and see what Mr. Wonderful is going to say here. Let's go.
crazy.
Thank you.
Congrats, but this is not my space. However, there are a couple of sharks here that have gone down this journey multiple times. Not a deal for me. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Mr. Wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, I'm kind of in the same boat, right? I'm just not the clothing guy. Even though I am a fashion icon.
Right.
But for those reasons, I'm out.
Thank you.
First of all, so impressed with both of you, but I don't really know the clothing business. And, Robert and Damon, that's their thing. On this one, it's better if I go out.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. Thank you.
So you've only tapped into just a small amount of your IP value, who you both are. It's worth millions of dollars, millions of dollars. This is an insult, the money that we would give you for this. All due respect to this business, it's just too early for me, and I think there's way more value on the other side, so I'm out.
Sir, thank you.
Sonia, your story, it's authentic. Creating an authentic brand is super hard. The one thing you didn't talk about, I'm putting my glasses on because I'm old, is
I wanted to see. We have to tell him this.
Yeah, can we tell you about that?
Sonia.
Yeah.
I'm reading this.
Yes.
Resilience,
Yeah.
focus, hard work, dedication, courage, excellence.
Yeah.
Why is that not the brand?
Yes.
You are winners.
Yes.
This is so
That's it.
motivating.
Thank you. My husband always
That's true,
says
Robert.
that.
Robert,
He
that's a
always
good
says
point.
that.
That is the brand. See, you're confusing me.
Yeah.
Why is Live the Dream not the name?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, listen, we spent 30 years dedicated to sports and we became the best at it.
Right.
So we are now learning business and we truly do want to be great. And so we know if we partner with somebody with our drive, with our dedication and hard work, we know we can be great, but we're just figuring it out as we go.
Sonia, why are you so emotional about
She's
this?
passionate. The one thing about my wife, I mean, she wears her heart on her sleeve and she's a grinder. She's a go-getter. I'm not saying it's just because it's my wife, but anybody that you want to do business with or just have on your team is her. I know for every husband, you want to get a partner that's going to pour greatness out of you. And she's poured greatness out of me. So anything she puts her mind to, I know she's going to achieve it.
It's also really important to us too, because as athletes, I think when you start making all this money, a lot of times you don't have a lot of guidance around you. And a lot of people took advantage of us at the beginning of our career financially. And so now I feel like we can do something that's legacy building for our children. So I'm really motivated by doing this for my family. And so I feel like this is an opportunity to really rebuild and be able to pass on something to our children.
And for us, it's not about the money. It's about the relationships, the mentorship.
Yeah.
Aaron, it is about the money. One, never sell yourself short.
Yeah.
You guys have achieved something nobody up here would ever achieve.
Thank you.
I think the brand is just so confusing to me, but I'm torn.
The TiVo action. Feel like this maybe get interesting.
Last chance for a deal for their matching sleepwear company, Coordinates.
You guys have achieved something nobody up here would ever achieve.
Thank you.
I think the brand is just so confusing to me, but I'm torn. Like half of me is like,
we'll
oh my gosh, I
we'll
love
we'll
these
figure it out
people.
together.
I love the
We'll
words.
figure it out together, Robert. We'll figure it out together.
But the other half of me is like, you did 25,000 in sales last year. You did
but we did a really
50,000.
small run. We did a really small run both times because we just wanted to test the market.
Right.
So especially the Team USA stuff coming up, I mean, we know we're going to kill it.
Are you open to
We're
changing
open.
some of the branding? Like,
Yes.
yes?
100%.
We're very coachable.
We want to build a successful business, and we
Okay.
want it to be authentic to who we are.
I'm very good at this. I'll give you the 100,000 for 25%. It's super early. To me, you're almost like a startup. I'm investing in you.
Yes. That's what
And
we
I
want.
know the work, and I'll work with you on it. 100,000, 25%.
Would you do 100,000 for 20%?
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Look at you, DJ.
Oh, hey,
yeah.
you know, with all due respect to my
Yeah.
friend Damon, he's a great guy. I am living this space right now. I've lived this space in 16 years.
Well, I'll say this. I appreciate you staying with us the whole time, you know, and getting to this point. I love Damon, but would you do it for 20%?
All right, I'll do it for 20%.
Man, good for them. We're going to take a look at the website, but one of the things that I did want to say, and I don't talk about this a lot from an intellectual property standpoint, because again, the bigger forms of intellectual property that you traditionally see are trademarks, copyrights, patents, and trade secrets. But, and for all of the sports lovers know, NIL, name, image, and likeness, which you see a ton of in college sports these days, that is another form of intellectual property. And I think Damon talked about it. I think Robert talked about it. Like, hey, you're Olympians. You're Super Bowl champions. You have IP in your name. Your name, image, likeness. You have connections. You have IP built up based on the value of your name, the fact that you are winners. You guys need to tap into that just as much as you're tapping into the branding from a trademark perspective and whatnot. So I thought that was also great advice. This was a good episode. Clearly good for the sake that they got a deal, but I think it was a lot of game, a lot of jewels being had. You can tell they're early on as entrepreneurs. But again, I love the fact that, man, they have a ton of IP between them two with the NIL, with the yo-yos, the trademarks, the brand. I like the kind of the wording on the clothes that's embedded. They have a ton of value that it seems like they're going to really be, Robert is really going to kind of bring out of them. And again, I didn't realize this thing was that he was making hundreds of millions of dollars with Tipsy. So I think they have something here. I do think that, again, like you said, start up a little early with $25,000 last year. I think $55,000 he said in a month, or $50,000 this month. In a year or so, I think they will be killing the game. But let's stop it here really quickly and kind of check out the website. It seems like like I said, maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't find anything on the name Coordinates when I tried to search it, which again is not necessarily a bad thing because it seems like it's going to be some rebranding that's going on. Typically, if you have Coordinates, a trademark, you'll have at least an R in a circle if it's registered. But even if it's not registered, I always recommend to do the TM at the end of it, just to let people know, put people on notice that you are using it as a trademark. Okay, the website again. Man, I actually like the stuff is pretty cool here. Obviously, this is not patents or anything like that. But again, let me go up here. That yo, I think that's it right there. That yo, that's the brand. And you can have multiple trademarks. So again, and they talked about a number of the trademarks. So Yoyoyo could be one of the trademarks. I think Live the Dream, I think it was. Live the Dream, I think it's another trademark that they should file for an application on. But again, this is the big part of it. Identifying that brand can make or break your company. And that's why I think this intellectual property stuff is so important. I kind of bring it back on myself as we wrap it up here. This is why I think that this intellectual property stuff is extremely important. I mean, again, I was just in Atlanta. People stop me. I wear these shirts when I'm in Atlanta or when I'm going out, and people stop me. Hey, what's IP? Or I got this business. I ran into. I was at a Flavor Rich down in Atlanta, and one of the waitress, she stopped me. She like, man, what's the shirt all about? I'm like, I'm an IP attorney, and she was like, hey man, I have a mobile bartending business. She did a number of things. Like, you got a card, and thankfully this stuff is federally, so I don't have to be a practicing attorney in Atlanta or in Georgia to be able to help her out. The fact that IP is on a federal level with trademark, patents, copyrights, things like that, I can help her out regardless of where I'm located or where she's located. And again, this branding is so important when you talk about trying to build value of a company. Again, they have IP in their name, they're NIL essentially, but they also kind of with the right tweaks of the brand that can really jumpstart them. And again, especially Christmas time, catchy, people are kind of silly and good moves. Good moves. I think again, great branding could be something that's like I said, be the difference between a zero and a company that's kind of through the roof. So let me know what you guys thinking of in the comment section. To the extent it seemed like they did a test run, a couple different test runs. Let me know if you guys purchased the product, and to the extent that you did, let me know. It seems like the quality from what Damon was saying is pretty good. So let me know what you guys think about the quality, and I'm gonna try to get them on. I know these are they're a little bit higher profile, but we'll definitely try to get them on, kind of talking about their story and talking about what made them essentially do the business with the pajamas, the Christmas time pajamas. So be on the lookout for that here as I kind of reach out to them. And again, until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.